And the Skull Maniac says, will we see any TNA staff members such as Dixie Carter, Eric Bischoff?
That's a good one, 'cause I don't know how to answer that. I,
Everybody's pretty much fair game in TNA, though, right?
Yeah, TNA has been great to work with. I want to get that in there. From talking with marketing and working with design, they've had nothing but positive things to say in terms of working with them. And I'd like to, as a fan, I'd like to see the Eric Bischoff and the Dixie Carter figures. So yeah, of course. And as to when it'll happen, I don't know, but hopefully soon.
One thing that I've noticed that TNA is doing is they're bringing a lot of the, I would say, older talent back, I guess, to try and establish and bring fans over to watch TNA. Will we see possibilities for Nasty Boys in the future, maybe the band, stuff like that?
Yeah, they're fair game. I think we, as to when they'll be incorporated into the assortments, whether it's going to be a single or 2-packs, I don't have the answer to. But if the fans want to see it, we can make it happen. In terms of the band, yeah, I think Kevin Nash is. I don't know if I mentioned earlier. I know he's part of the Legends of the Ring. Right. So I think you'll see. You should see him. Around the June-July timeframe. And in terms of Scott and Sean, I don't know when. I can't give a date as to when they'll be added to the line.
Okay. Well, I mean that's fair. Just that's questions that people have out there. Yeah. They want to know. So
I'd like to know too.
And then you have some
maybe a 3-pack, but again, I don't know when. I don't have that answer yet.
I'm more of the new school kind of guy now. I mean, I like watching the old school guys wrestle, don't get me wrong. But, TNA is based on their talent that they have now, which is the Samoa Joes, the AJ Styles, those guys. Now you're seeing people like, Mr. Anderson come through. You're seeing Pope D'Angelo come through. Tell us a little bit about when we might see those figures in future lines.
I think it's a safe bet to say that we'll see them in the early part of 2011. The line is almost finalized for the remaining part of this year. So I would check the board soon as to when you'll see the listing for the Cross Line Series 2 and 3 and 4, etc. And same thing with the Deluxe Impact. But the new guys, hopefully, the new additions should hopefully be added for next year.
Yeah, because you have such unbelievable talent, TNA. You got Desmond Wolfe. That was one of the questions that's going to be on here.
He's Desmond. He's another great performer. Love, great talent, great athlete. He's. We're working on getting him out for the. We're working on trying to have him out by the end of this year.
Yeah, I mean he's got the old school Texas catch can kind of wrestling that you don't see as much anymore. I mean his holds are unbelievable.
It's a joy to watch him wrestle.
Yeah, it is.
It really, as a fan, it's nice to just see something new. And again, whether it's AJ, whether it's Samoa Joe, whether it's Abyss, whether it's Matt Morgan, Hernandez. I mean, they have a nice, good core of young wrestlers there ready to kind of have that torch passed down to them.
Yeah, I mean I look forward to seeing those. Mr. CTL says, will we see a Surfer Sting? So that's kind of like the old school Sting?
Yeah, I think that's going back to the Legends of the Ring. I know the plans are that the Sting will be released as a NWA Sting, and I think I haven't seen any images yet, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it will be.
So when we're talking NWA Legends as well, we're talking about the NWA Legends logos and the old stuff. So, I mean, you guys acquired the whole licensing. So this is going to be like a whole new series for you guys, correct?
To my knowledge, yeah.
That's awesome. So now you picked up TNA and NWA. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I'm, again, excited.
The Y2J problem says, will we see smaller molds for guys like Amazing Red?
I wish Peter was here because Peter would know the answer to that.
That is one of the things that not from a bad standpoint, but you guys have been criticized about the most is the size of the figures have been pretty much the same. Can we see different size scales on the guys?
I know that I've added my input. Peter and I have talked. As I've mentioned, the marketing team. We're talking, trying to make sure that we're giving the collectors and fans what they want, and that we're making the figures to scale, and we're working to do that.
The bodies look good. I'm telling you, Samoa Joe looks pretty amazing. I'm telling you.
Samoa Joe to me looks spot on. I mean, and so does Beer Money. I mean, everyone just looks really. I mean, it's just nice to see that we have a formula for success and we're making it work.
And it is happening.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kovall says, can we expect an Earl Hebner figure? Something we're touching on from earlier.
So something we touched on from earlier. We're again, I think the roster, to my knowledge, is fair game, and I can't say as to when or if, but again, if the fans want it, I think we've shown that we'll make it happen.
Kane is the man says, will the lines be distributed internationally to places like Australia and UK? Which is a good question.
Yeah, we will be. It'll be very similar to how we were working with the other wrestling license that we were dealing with, and I think you should expect to see it in Australia and the UK just the same.
Okay, good. Pister Murfict says, how will Legends of the Ring compare to the Classic Superstars line? Scope of set, package design, accessories, and when do we see a release schedule for them?
The release schedule, I think you'll be seeing the full actual schedule should be posted on the boards within, I would think, the next couple of weeks or so. Okay. I'm hoping. If not, it might be a little ways off. In terms of the packaging, you can see behind it, it's going to look different than what we're doing for the main line. Yeah, we can pull that down. So again, we're just really trying to give a real nice collector feel to it. Again, I think we're still making final changes up to the last minute because we really want to make sure that we get it perfect. And but I think you should expect to see the same type of quality. Yeah, thank you for the way. Yeah, expect to see the same type of quality that went into that line. We know what the collectors want.
It looks slick. I mean, it looks really good.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. Again, I think I say that word a lot, but this is something that we can't wait for to launch, and we're excited to bring this line, to bring TNA back to the aisle and into the fans' hands. Now,
will they have their bios and their debuts on the back of the Legends of the Ring series? Do we know that yet?
That I don't have the answer to yet, but hopefully we'll be able to include that.
Cool. And Dark Savior, which is our last question for the TNA line, is: will we get new original accessories?
Ooh, again, another great question. What I guess that my question back is, what accessories are you looking for that's new and original? I think we really we put out some great new and original type of accessories in the past. So yeah, tell us what you're looking for.
Yeah, great. Well, maybe we can do like a poll on Wrestling Figs. What do you want to see accessory wise? Yeah. So that'd be good.
That'd be great.
All right, Andy. One last question that we have to have now. Yeah. Now everybody knows the Hogan's in TNA. When will we see the first Hogan series come out?
I think I want to say it is 90% confirmed, 95% confirmed that we should expect to see Hogan out in Series 2. Okay. In the Deluxe Impact assortment. So
which will launch around when? Roughly, just right.
Let's say early fall. Okay. Early fall, yeah. I think that's a good bet.
Okay. So Hogan will be out early fall, Deluxe Impact Series 2.
Yeah. And we have, and I think as I mentioned earlier, we have him with the Legends line too. So good. We're getting him back out there.
Yeah. He's gonna start coming full force. I can feel it already.
Yeah, definitely. It's running wild.
Legends line. Do we know what kind of outfit he might be wearing, possibly for the Legends line, or is that a no comment right now?
It's a no comment, and wanting to let the fans kind of ooh and wait and when they see it. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna make them wonder for a while. Yeah. Are you gonna drop hints on the boards?
I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, Andy's hints coming up, ladies and gentlemen, on WrestlingFigs.com boards. Anything you want to say to the TNA fans out there? Because I know you're a busy man. We got to get over to UFC, but tell us a little bit about tell the fans out there what you want to expect from them, so they can hear from you and you can tell them exactly what we're going to be giving out here the next couple of months.
I mean, I'd love to work with Wrestling Figs to put something together where I can get your opinions and hear what you guys are looking for. As Tim knows, as Wrestling Fig knows, I'm on the board, I'm looking, I'm reading, and it's nice, to interact with the fans.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, WrestlingFigs.com will be back with some UFC coverage. Stay tuned.